Thank you for staying with us. Montefiore and the University Hospital of Albert Einstein College of Medicine secured a $5.9 million grant to build on successes recruiting minorities and underserved populations into cancer clinical trials. However, the question is, how will cancer care be improved for minority and underserved communities? Joining us to tell us more is the professor of Epidemiology and Population Health at Einstein and Montefiore, Dr. Bruce Rapkin. That is a tongue twister.
Hi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me here and for giving us a chance to talk about this.
We're excited to have you here because cancer,
you.
as we know, is a disease that has taken so many of our loved ones. And if we can find something that can give us more of a lifespan, then tell us more about the trial here in the Bronx.
I mean, it's really important because cancer affects people of every stripe, every community, and every family.
Yeah.
And it's really, really important to have cancer research that improves treatments. For the treatments to be effective, what we've learned more and more, and it's become more and more evident over the years, is that the diversity of human populations really has to be factored into cancer research. So it's not just different types of cancer anymore, like breast cancer or colon cancer or lung cancer. It's what the biology of the cancer is and the biology of the person who has the cancer. So you may have heard of personalized medicine.
Yeah.
More and more, cancer treatment is moving toward a personalized or precision medicine approach. The idea is that you have to match the right treatment to the right person. And in order to do that, it's more important than ever that our clinical trials be representative to see what works best for whom. It's, they always say one size does not fit all, and that's more true about cancer treatment than ever before.
Sorry, I was going to say, how are you going about choosing the patients for this trial?
Well, that's a great question. Every single clinical trial, this is a program that it brings multiple different kinds of trials to the Bronx. We're working with the National Cancer Institute and a network of researchers and cancer centers around the country. Our site was lucky to have been chosen, fortunate to have been chosen, to be one of 14 sites around the country working in minority and underserved communities. So we have a role in planning the research, deciding what kinds of studies are being done, making sure that they're the kinds of studies that are important for our community in a variety of ways. Not just around importance of racial and ethnic diversity, but also people's lifestyles, their diet, their comorbid illnesses, other things that they may be sick with that have to be taken into account so that the trials fit those people. When somebody has cancer, a specific type of cancer, the physicians and the team that they're working with would determine whether or not it's appropriate for them to be on a clinical trial. A lot of times there's treatments that will be tried first, and then they may be eligible for a trial later.
When you say treatments, are you talking about the
chemotherapy
standard treatments that
or
you've seen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so many times trials are trying to find a solution for people when there aren't other options. But other times there are trials that are in place to try and even improve on the standard of care. So every person's situation is different, and it really depends on what trials are going on. But we're working with the NCI to bring trials for almost every type of cancer and at every stage. So it's always important to ask, if you're a cancer patient, what might there be for me? One of my colleagues talks about the fact that really, in this day and age, cancer clinical trials should be considered part of the standard of care. When you're on a clinical trial, you know that you're getting treatment that's either the best available standard or something that might be better. The emphasis is on it might be better. It's research and we don't know, but it's a chance to find that out. And also you know that you're going to be monitored closely so that if any problems come up, whether they're symptoms, reactions to the treatment, the clinical team is there to provide that kind of support. That's always available, but on a clinical trial, it's really kind of scripted in to be sure that it happens.
Has this specific trial been tried in other states, or is this going to be the first time that it's being done right here in the Bronx?
A little history. We received a grant to begin this project and to build it up from the ground up back in 2014. And because of our successes over the last 5 years, we were able to get this larger renewal of the grant. And so it really has been ongoing, but now it's expanded. And it's expanded in a couple of ways. More trials, different types of studies that will come in, and also a focus not only on cancer treatment, but on improving people's access to cancer care. Also studies on cancer prevention and screening. So it really runs the gamut of different kinds of studies to improve health outcomes for people. One of the things that we've tried to do, for example, in our department of radiation oncology, we initiated a trial that's part of this where we're looking at people in our community who are having trouble making it into daily radiation treatment appointments because they get too sick to come in. And we've started to use a Garmin fitness step count device because one of our doctors found that when you see a drop in step count, that's like an early warning sign that somebody's going to start having trouble, so we can intervene early and help them to keep up their health enough to come in for the treatments and get the dose of the treatment that they need.
And intervening early is so key.
Yes.
Key
in every instance.
In everything.
Yes.
Well, Dr. Rapkin, thank you so much for being here with us. Good luck with these trials. It's something that our community definitely needs.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for joining us.
I'd be happy to come back and tell you about results of any of these.
We would love to. We would love to hear that.
Just one thing I wanted to say is if people have questions about cancer care, please visit our website, montefiore.org/cancer, so that they can find out. Anybody listening may have concerns, and there's help available.
Excellent. I believe we had that on our lower third. For more information, as Dr. Rapkin said, you can visit einstein.yu.edu, and you can also visit montefiore.org. We have to take a quick break, but coming up, we'll learn details about heart disease. Stay tuned.